I will tell you how I know how I take it, because a lot of people don't know what it is. I should go get some in a minute and show it. I'll run in and get it when they're talking. But it's just a green powder. I mix it up in water in a blue blender bottle with a little bit of flavoring and I drink it. It's got a very, imagine if you ground up a leaf and drank it. It's gross. It's got a very bitter,
Yeah.
gross taste to it. But within about 15 minutes, that pain level starts to go down. And it just is really kind of really a miracle as far as how it works. But the best part for me is it helps me feel normal. Because if anyone that is sick, we don't care about highs. We don't care about anything like that. We want to feel like ourselves
Right.
because we've not felt like ourselves for years. And to be able to find something that goes, wow, I can, like for me, I can go bowling. I can play my flute. I can walk my dog. That
Yeah.
to me is a gift and without having that altered feeling. So that's sort of a little bit of a background on what kratom is. And while the girls are talking, I will go get some so you can see it.
Okay. So Melanie, let me ask you this. So then it's so the leaf comes from Southeast Asia. Are there companies here that actually do the manufacturing, whether it's in capsules or selling it to you in a powder? Like how does that work?
I'm not I'm not quite involved in that a lot, but it's imported and it kind of depends. Sometimes I think it goes through a middle person, sometimes it doesn't. Laura would probably be more about the testing procedures, but it is tested. And that's why when you pick your Kratom products, you have to go and really do your homework on your vendor. I make them provide me lab results. And then
Yeah.
I check the lab to make sure it's not some fly by night lab that will print out anything you want it to print out. And that's why we need the KCPA. So what we know that it's tested for heavy metals and any contaminants. And what's on the label is what's in the bottle. That that's precisely need to have the Kratom Consumer Protection Act passed, and that gets rid of the dangerous 7-OH. There, like Laura said, there's a tiny amount, and that would still be allowed in the KCPA, but anything over that 2% mark, the KCPA bans. So we really need to have those products tested, and we need to get 7-OH off the shelves immediately.
Yeah.
So,
Go
so
ahead, Heidi.
basically, Daria, the 7-OH that they're referring to, Laura talked about there's more than 50 alkaloids in the plant, and alkaloids are just nitrogen containing molecules that are what is active, and it actually leads to the results that we feel. It's very broad spectrum. It hits the mu opioid receptors, but partially. So it just touches it. It's not like a full classical opioid that binds to it tightly. Laura talked about, the 7-OH binding tightly, the high affinity for it. So that's acting very similar to just the classical opioids. The wonderful thing about the whole plant is that it touches, the mu opioid. It has some serotonergic effects, adrenergic effects, and there's kind of like antagonism and agonism, and so it's a pump, a brake and a pump at the same time. So it gets like this gentle effect overall. And so that's why it's not intoxicating and you don't feel it like like a pharmaceutical that you feel that strength of it. And so when the leaf comes off the tree, it doesn't have any 7-OH in it or 7-hydroxymitragynine or mitragynine. We say it both ways. I think mitragynine is the proper way now. So 7-hydroxymitragynine is formed through the oxidation process of the leaf drying, but in very trace amounts. So it's not a natural alkaloid in the plant until after harvest.